Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Stakeholders from both sides of the e-cigarette spectrum testified in support of Senator Dennis Rodriguez's Bill 264, which proposes to ban the sale and distribution of e-cigarettes to minors under the age of 18.
E-cigarettes is an easy way to get children, the primary target market for the smokers, because they are investing very heavily in the future profits of their business. Why else would they make chocolate flavored, strawberry flavored, butterscotch flavored inhalant?
I think it's a very clever, insidious way to just recruit more addicts.
But what became more obvious as the hearing carried on is a consensus among stakeholders that tighter controls must be made to regulate the product, even among adults. E-cigarettes are not yet regulated in the U.S. by the Food and Drug Administration. However, the FDA has come out with some preliminary studies on the product.
It's a tobacco product. It has been deemed to be a tobacco product by FDA, and I think we ought to tax it as such.
According to the FDA, there is a toxic cocktail of chemicals that are included in this chemical solution. And one of them, which I found particularly disturbing, was diethylene glycol, the active ingredient in antifreeze. So when do we think giving children and adults antifreeze through an inhaler is a good idea? The next one, benzene. It irritates the lungs and airways and can cause internal bleeding, and in large enough doses can be fatal. Formaldehyde, lead, nickel, and the cocktail list goes on. And I think that we should all acknowledge the fact that e-cigarettes are cigarettes, treat them as cigarettes.
Still, one topic that was also debated was the efficacy of e-cigarettes as a smoking cessation device.
The World Health Organization has stated that the safety of these products and its efficacy to help people stop smoking has not been scientifically demonstrated.
Some discussion that we've heard in the community about it being an effective tobacco cessation tool. It is not. American Cancer Society still doesn't recognize it as such.
I don't think anybody's going to argue that anybody under the age of 18 shouldn't be purchasing these products. You know, I had this discussion with Dr. Cabrera just last night, but he did point out an article recently published, I think in Lancet, recently in September 2003, where the Lancet actually compared e-cigarettes with nicotine patches, and they found some early results with smoking cessation reduction.
2 e-cigarette business owners testified in favor of the ban against minors, but said they were opposed to potential taxes on the product.
There has been a lot of studies. However, the product has changed throughout the first 2 years. Initially, the juices or the liquids did have some ingredients, but they were not from the U.S. Majority of these were made in China.
But now, Encarnacion says the products she carries are pharmaceutical-grade liquids made in the U.S. Evan Dearest of Vape Guam also testified, saying most vape shops on the island already prohibit the sale of e-cigarettes to minors. Janela Carrera, PNC News.